fashion comes in many forms. Haute couture, ready to wear, armor that gives you an extra 3% damage against giant lizards that want to eat you. We here at Lady Arcaders know it's not always easy to know what to wear and when. But thankfully, we have several members of our community ready to help you navigate the intricate world of video game fashion. So, welcome one and all to Lady Arcaders Fashion Week. I'm SweetPeebs, your first MC on the runway this week, and starting today and continuing Tuesday in our private Lady Arcaders Discord server, and Thursday right back here on Attract Mode. We're here with showcases aplenty to celebrate the ultimate endgame to any good video game: fashion. Our first showcase of Lady Arcaders Fashion Week needs no introduction, but I'll give one anyway. You know her as the majestic monarch of the Mushroom Kingdom, and I bet you know all about her sartorial strengths. I'm talking, of course, about Princess Peach Showtime, Basement Percent NDA by MenaceMandz.
Why, hello and happy Fashion Week to everyone who is celebrating. I am running, that is right, Princess Peach Showtime, Basement Percent. I feel like this is something I've been running a lot for the past 6-ish months. But this time, it's going to be same Peach, same run, but slightly different, in a slightly different package. We are going to be running the run from the opposite side of the room. If you've seen me do this before, I usually start on the other side, but I decided to switch it up because this is a Fashion Week exclusive. I think it's really special. I chose this dress for Peach today. If anyone in chat wants me to change up the dress during the run, just let me know. I can do it when I'm in this overworld area. And so yeah, we're going to start over here with the Dashing Thief room this time. And so we will start it out in 3, 2, 1, let's go. But yeah, I mean, this is a great game for Fashion Week because Peach gets a different fit in every room of this theater. I guess I should do like a quick recap if you're not familiar with the game, in that we're in a theater where there's plays, and so Peach is wearing the costumes of the play. So this first one is like Dashing Thief themed. So she's going to have like a grappling hook and swing on things, and she has this really amazing outfit. I think one of the top 5 outfits of the game for me, personally. And
I love this outfit so much. You're so right.
We get all of these outfits and our abilities from the power of Sparkle. That's like the power-ups in this game. Peach gets Sparkle. I think it's better than a mushroom, so that's just a personal thing, though. Oops. Oh, I guess we're gonna start here.
Mushrooms are gross, so yeah.
And so here we're going to be doing some damage boosting through this level. In particular, lasers can't hurt Peach because she's just looking to slay in her outfit. So we are just going to grapple through there. And basically the goal of the basement is we are saving the leads of each of the plays. And so with this one, since it's all like thieves themed, he's like trapped and we need to set him free. Oh no! I don't know what happened with my jump there. Oh wow, I didn't realize it would take me back here. Interesting. Alright, anyway. So this room is full of like puzzles and hacker voice, like breaking into stuff. And so like this one is supposed to be a puzzle where we move the doors around, and now this one opens up and we're able to get to the code, and we need to hit all 4 codes to free the Dashing Thief. They call them sparklas in the game, the leads of the plays, and all of them are trapped in the basement. Typically the basement is the last thing you would do in the game, I am playing this on a completed save file, which is why I have all the outfits unlocked. That's something super cool you can do with this game is do bonus mini games after the fact and challenges to unlock more Peach dresses. And so, yeah, we're just doing the basement because it's only about an hour. The full run of this game is about 3.5 hours. And you get to play in each costume 3 times, and this is supposed to be like the 3rd time you get access to it because you have to beat the first 2 in order to get to the basement. And if you're interested in playing, that's how you would do it. But yeah, so we are making our way through. These are lasers we can't damage boost through, unfortunately. Peach is very picky with her lasers. Ooh, we actually almost made it through that one though. That would have been cool. Because I think it's interesting. It seems like if you go in there mid-animation, you could just barely make it. But alas, I've never done that before. Okay, this is the last code to break through. And then we'll come to this one to unlock him from his cage. And yeah, I mean, for me, most of these levels are like a who wore it best because we essentially stole their costume in order to do and perform the plays for them while they were MIA. And in my opinion, Peach always wears it best.
I think that's a provable fact, Mandz.
Yeah, she just works it. She just... I mean, I just really appreciate the fashion designs in this game. I think this whole, like, universe and game kind of sets up a possible, like, series. Like, I could totally see this being, like, a series where Peach gets to take on different abilities through outfits and stuff, which I think would be really cool. I've seen, when I've done this on runs and other marathons before, people have come up with some really cool ideas for other, like, Peach abilities and outfits. I've seen, like wizards, I've seen pirates, I've seen fairies, lots of cool ideas, and I hope one day we get something like that, because that would be really cool.
Now I am thinking about Pirate Peach, and yeah, I would love, oh my goodness, I would love to see Pirate Peach. Gamers in chat, my fellow attendees of Lady Arcaders Fashion Week, what would you like to see?
Oh yeah, I love hearing other people's ideas, because there's stuff that, like, I wouldn't have even thought of before, and it's like, yeah, that would be really cool. I think a mad scientist Peach would be really cool as well.
Yeah! Like, and not maybe mad scientist, but also, what's his name in Scary Hotel, Luigi's Scary Hotel?
I always forget his name. I don't remember either. I'm a fake gamer.
I'm a fake gamer. Come on, chat. The guy from Luigi's Scary Hotel.
But anyway, that's a mystery.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would love to hear more ideas, and we have to throw those ideas at Nintendo. Egad, I think someone says in chat.
Yeah, Egad. Yes.
Peach dressed up as Egad, and the hair and everything. She's gonna have to get like a little bald cap and only have like a little tuft of hair.
Yes.
All right, next is the sword fighter level, and what's interesting about this one is that it acts as the tutorial level of the basement. You are supposed to, like, if you were playing this game in order correctly, this is the level that actually it drags you down here. You have no choice to do this one first once you finish the second sword fighter level. And so this kind of gives you an introduction. Like, every time you play it, they still do like the whole dialogue sequence of being like, wow, this is different than the other levels in the theater. It looks like all distorted and what have you. And so, yeah, it's on a completed save file. We can do them in any order we want. So that's pretty cool. Rats. Okay, and we can't get through until we take down these guys, because there is a curtain in our way. And now we're already on to the boss of the sword fighting level, which I think is really cool. But yeah, we have this dialogue of how we find out that all of the leads, like the sparklers, are trapped down here. That's what's behind all the doors, because typically, like, the doors are locked and everything. But yeah, this is a really cool boss, one of my favorites in the game. And I'm sad that, like, the sword fighter levels are over with, like, really quickly when you play this game naturally. Because there's some of my favorites, aesthetically and just, like, with the game mechanic.
Oh yeah, once I figured out how to do this, I'll admit it took me a few tries. But once I got it down, it was very, very satisfying.
Oh yeah, this, like, the... I forget what you would call it. Parrying, I guess, is something, and like the blocking is something that takes like a little bit of a rhythm. And yeah, like I get stuck here sometimes. Oh wow, I don't know what happened there.
What happened there is she just wanted us to have a little bit of extra time to talk about how much we love Sword Fighter Peach.
Yeah, it might be, and this is a little behind the scenes, that I can't hear the game, so I can't hear my audio cues that I typically listen for, but that's okay. I think we'll get there, because there's not much that I really listen for, but it's just, I think, like, it's like, with, like, what we were saying before, with these, it's like, there's kind of, like, a rhythm to it. There we go. Cool. So yeah, most of these are, like, done in, like, rounds of 3, so that was round 1. And this is 2. And then we'll have the third one, which is definitely, I think, the easier of the 3. Where you just have to jump by the time he gets to you. And the last one, he's trying to psych you out, so you have to be ready from the opposite side, like that. And there you go. That wasn't too bad. I think I just ended up losing health from, like, the first part that I wasn't used to. Which is fine. This is just supposed to be, yeah, like, it's a chill Sunday afternoon, at least where I'm at. It's afternoon time right now. And we're here to showcase the fun outfits. If you wanted to see a really good run of this, you could just look at it on, I don't know, one of the marathons that I've participated in before. I've done this run quite a bit, like I said, like over the past 6 months. But there, I mean, the community is still pretty active. This game turned 1 year old, I think, last month.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday, Peach! And the community is still, you know, going strong for speed running. People are, right now the main focus is a lot of people are interested in the 100% category of this game, which is about, I think, 7.5 hours.
Woo! If I could whistle, I would.
Yeah. And so people have just become really fascinated with getting that time down and down and down as much as they can. And good for them. That definitely, long runs are not for me. And I learned that when I did the regular NE% for this, and it was 3.5 hours. That's like my limit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I just... But shout out to the community. There is a Discord if people are interested in the speedrunning of this game. There are lots of guides and tips and tricks. because this isn't an official speedrun.com category, the basement percent. This is just something I like to do when I want to showcase the game, because it's like the shortest version to do so, while also showing off her amazing outfits. And the reason why it's NDA is because there is a way to death abuse in this game where you just lose all of your health, and you do that twice, and the game will be like, okay, well, we'll just skip this level for you and consider it a pass. And sometimes it just takes too long to die, which actually makes levels even longer than just playing them through. So that was an interesting new category when it came out, because people were trying to figure out, okay, what levels are worth running and which ones are worth skipping, because you had to know like which ones was the faster method, essentially, because sometimes it was just faster to play it all the way through. And then like there's levels like this, like the baking level, and then I think there's like the ninja level where you really don't take any damage from anything, so you have to just play it through. But yeah, I think this Baker Peach is a fan favorite. I know I really enjoy Baker Peach, and I love the aesthetics of the level. I love the outfit. I love her hair.
I absolutely adore Patissiere Peach. I mean, this, for all the same, I want this outfit. Even though I'm not that great at baking, I would look darn good, you know, doing my poor job at baking if I had this outfit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the whole kitchen could be catching fire, but at least I'd look good, you know?
Exactly. And it just makes me so hungry playing these levels.
I know. I love the strawberries. They look so ripe and so, like...
So juicy. Yum, yummers.
But,
and the macarons.
Oh yeah, the macarons. The frosting is just so, like, slathered on there. But here we have some, like, you know, dialogue from the baker. She's gonna eat the cake and realize it tastes so good that now she's no longer, like, in a bad mood. It's just like, you know...
She's not evil anymore.
She's not evil anymore. It's like the Snickers commercials, like all she needed was some cake.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not you when you're hungry.
And I love her animation, her little steppy animation.
Oh yeah, her idol pose.
Yeah, she's getting her steps in while she's baking and taste testing.
I love that. And then yeah, there's like the main villain for the baker level. And what's interesting is with some of the levels, there's like a continuous story, one villain throughout, and others there's like a different like boss in each level, and they're not really connected in any way. So like the baker one, like the first one isn't really, like, you don't see this guy at all. The second one, the theme is like zombies, and like they're all zombies until you can feed them cookies. And it's like Halloween themed. And then we have this one. So it's interesting. And then like later on we'll see there's like a kung fu level in which like that has the same enemy throughout, and he just gets stronger throughout each level. But there's a lot in this game. Like I had mentioned, there's post-game content too, where you can earn extra stuff. You can decorate the theater. You can, you know, customize Peach outfits. And so yeah, I mean, I've put quite a decent amount of hours into this game. And this is the part of the level which is weird, because we want to cook alongside our Sparkle friend, but the AI sometimes just can't decide where to go and is very indecisive, or sometimes even picks the bad spot where we're gonna get crushed. And so sometimes it's faster to just bake without her, but you do get like way more cookies way faster when she's with you. So, oh, she made a quick decision here. That was good. and it was really close by. I think we only need one more stack, so she didn't make up for mine fast enough. I went without her. It's fine. I think she'll be able to make it there, though. He's behind. I mean, I can bake, but I think her last amount of cookies is what's gonna set us. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Let's go! Clap, 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 clap.
Clappity clap. But yeah, the braids, I really like. Someone mentioned the braids in chat, and I will say, like, yeah, peach in braids is just so cute. Like, it's such a cute style. And now we'll do this last bit where he just needs one more, like, ultra cookie, and then we will move on to the next level. This is, like, probably the longest level out of the basement, I would say, because of all the dialogue. Because bakers like to yap, I suppose.
A bear, yeah.
Yeah. And so... The flavor... Yeah, that animation's just so funny, where he just, like, disappears, because it just tastes so good.
Nom 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 nom.
Yum, yum, yum.
Wait. Delicious.
Love her.
Thank you.
Alright, now I'm like working backwards because I usually don't play in this order. I'm trying to think. I think it's, I don't know, a level. We're doing, oh yeah, it's the skater one.
Showtime.
That's fun. Skater is also a fan favorite, mainly because of the outfit. When we just had Frost Fatels, I think a couple weeks ago, and they did like a playlist of music from games that were being run, and I picked music from this level for my Peach game run because I think the music in this level is really good.
I get to hear it today. You unfortunately do not, but
No. It's okay. So let's go around this, guys. No damage today.
hockey player Peach. Hockey Peach.
Hockey Peach. Yeah, that'd be...
Yeah. She hits people with her hockey stick.
Well, I think it would be cool if you had just like a generic sports Peach, and for each scenario, like, she would use like a different sports equipment.
Oh my goodness! Oh, what if that's the next Peach game?
That would be really cool.
Like she'll hit enemies with the puck and the stick, or a baseball and a bat, or a
Or, like,
football, or
To
a
get
soccer
over
ball.
to get over like obstacles, she uses like the pole vault to like
Yes!
she does,
Yes!
like, gymnastics moves.
Ribbon
Nintendo,
dancing.
we're giving you free ideas here.
Nintendo, come on! Pay us $80 so we can afford
Yeah.
Mario Kart
For
World.
one new Switch game, $80.
For this idea, it's yours if.
Now, people are one thing in the speedrunning community, people are wondering is if this run will actually get better because of the Switch 2. Because if you've seen this game, you know that loading between levels is
Yes.
very slow, and you can see like the frames, and it's not very pretty. And so I'm wondering if it'll run better on the Switch 2, and like the loads will be faster, because currently, like, I'm running it the fastest way possible, where it's a digital copy. I have it like on the system instead of like on an SD card, so this is as good as it gets right now for the Switch 1 at least. But who knows, Switch 2 might make a game changer for, I mean, I'm sure for other speedrunning Switch games as well. I think it'd be interesting to see.
I know Pokemon
shakes up.
Runners is one example. I've seen talk of folks who say they wouldn't really want a Switch 2, but because they're really into Pokemon speedrunning, they're gonna go ahead and take the leap.
Yeah, I mean...
I was hoping she would leap.
Oh yeah.
Take the leap. Thank you.
Here we go.
Leap.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure about me in the Switch 2. I am interested if they make either like a Pokemon themed one or an Animal Crossing themed one. That's kind of what I'm waiting out on, because I like a good theme. But I'm not entirely interested in for the speedrunning purposes, but I can totally see why others are like getting really excited and how it's going to change up the scene a little bit.
I just hope they make all new boards, you know?
Yeah.
It's just because it doesn't seem fair. I think
Well,
it's
I
50
know-
times faster because of the processing speed.
I know in some boards like they
Thank you
have like
so
the
much.
console like on like the line. It'll be like this was ran
Oh,
like on
yeah.
emulator, this was ran on
Right.
Switch. So
Right,
it'll
okay,
probably
yeah.
be something
that-
like that. But oh, now we're on to the ninja. Ninja level is probably the toughest if you were interested in speedrunning this game, just because it is the most tech heavy. Like I'm gonna try here. There's like a dash you can do, which is like there's the most efficient way of movement in the Ninja Peach, and I'm not very good at it, but it's like you do like a dash and then cancel, and it's like a jump is it's a lot. I don't even know exactly what goes behind it. I just know that you're going between A and B. Ooh, okay, that's clean. Alright, and now what we want to do is hit the red guy from an angle. There we go. That is probably the cleanest I've gotten at in a long time, so that was really smooth. But yeah, that's probably one of the toughest tricks in the run. Ninja 2, the second ninja level, is known as like the hardest in the entire run, and that's like right in the middle too. So you can make it all the way through like over an hour into the run, and then it's just like a run killer.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Devastation.
There's just a lot you can do with this character, with getting over stuff, being able to skip certain parts of levels just because you have the movement for it. Because a lot of these Peach characters don't have a lot of movement. You're very restricted in what you can do. And with this one little trick, you only need to hit the two on the right here. And yeah. Because Peeps, this is like the second time I think you've hung out while I've done a Peach run. And I feel like by now you could probably run this game. You know so much.
Yeah, I played it casually, and yeah, I could. Yeah, I've got the best teacher right here.
Thank you. I'm glad you got to play it casually. It's definitely more of a casual game, but I was determined to make it a speedrun game.
I mean, like I speedrun what people jokingly, or perhaps not jokingly, but meanly refer to as walking sims, like Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm with you right there.
Yeah. I mean, I could say the same. There are some like Barbie games I've been wanting to speedrun, but they're essentially the same thing where there's like no speedrun tech at all. It's just
Right.
play through the game, but just know how to press buttons really fast and in the right
Exactly. Exactly. Efficiency. But what is a Barbie game you haven't run but you're interested in?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm really interested in Fashion Pack game. because that is on the Game Boy Color, I believe.
It's done.
And I want to learn the run because we've done races with it before. Because we did a Barbie marathon last summer, and there was a 4-way race for that game, and I really wished I could have like participated in it, but yeah, that's one that I really want to learn. But it's because it consists of a bunch of little mini games, so you have to learn how to do like each game efficiently. And the other thing was with that run, like the race, it was a 100% race. And a 100% in that game is about, I think, like 40 minutes. And 100% just seems like really hard, especially when just starting to learn the run. So that is one that I would like to learn. Like a lot of the Game Boy ones, because they're pretty straightforward and I can play them really easily with my, I have the analog pocket. So it's really easy to stream them as well. But yeah, there's one game I wish was speedrunnable, but it's not. It's again like a walking simulator where the run it's like an hour and 20 minutes because you can't skip like anything. You just have to know where everything is. But it's okay. I'm probably not going to learn that one, but like I was impressed because there was one game I played that was kind of similar, but there actually is like a little glitch in it that lets you skip like most of a level. So at least that has that kind of speed tech in it. But that's yeah. What about you? Do you have like any games right now that you're interested in?
I'd have to think about that. I mean, I submitted the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe to SGDQ, and that's one that it's literally just walking around. But I do have to say, as an Oklahoma girl, this is the level that really speaks to me on my base SweetPeebs heart, you know, the cowgirl Peach. This is home to me. Even though, you know, I'm kind of whispering, I'm from the suburbs. This is this is home to me.
Yeah, this is what people from the north envision me, because I'm in one of those like middle states between the north and the south on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And so people are like, from the north, they think that you're just full-on cowboy because you're not from New England. So if you're not from New England, you're cowboy.
I guess. I mean,
that's the
like,
vibe.
do you ride a cow to school? Do you ride a horse to the mall? You know, no. Not often. Sorry, my horse is in the shop right now.
My horse is in the shop. That's usually a bad sign for a horse, but...
well, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. But yeah, this is, I know, I think this was like a fan favorite costume. A lot of people, oh my goodness, my B button didn't work. How dare
B
they.
for bad button, bad naughty.
Button. Oh, it didn't put me back that far, so it's fine. But, yeah, I mean, I've been playing on my Pro Controller for a long time now, that my buttons are getting to that point where they're kind of squishy. And
oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I need to get them, upgraded.
De-squishified.
Yeah.
Oh. If only it were that easy. De-squishifying your controller buttons.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you go in and just update the, I don't know, back end. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
No, I'm also not a scientist. Not like Peach in our imaginary sequel to...
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need Peach scientist right away. But... I don't know. If, maybe this is just me. When you're thinking of stuff that you're interested in, and you're trying to mash them together, even though they have no reason to do like a collaboration. But like, and you can agree that like I've been big into Severance recently, and you were really big into Severance, and all I can think of is like a Mario scenario of Severance, and like who would
Like
play.
Mario is severed.
Yeah. And it's just like, how would that work?
Markio.
Markio.
Peachy.
Yeah. Peachy.
Peachy and Peachina.
I mean, it does make sense that Peach would be Helena because she is the leader of the Mushroom Kingdom. I could totally see that.
Sorry, everyone. Spoilers for season 1 of Severed.
It's if they haven't seen it by now, but like
just watch. You know, it's pretty good.
But like,
what if Mario was Luigi? Is what Very Berry Carey is saying.
Yeah, Mario was Luigi.
Like a body swap situation, or they just swap roles. Like Luigi is the main character now, and Mario is the sidekick brother.
I've just seen like, I see this a lot with like different media where someone is like, what if it was a Muppet movie, and like what characters would be played by what Muppets, and like in every Muppet movie there's always just one regular human character, and someone said for Severance the one human character would be Milchick, and I totally agree with that, and everyone else is puppets. That
I think Miss Cobell.
That would be interesting as well, because I don't think anyone really came up with a good Muppet for her.
Gemma.
Yeah.
Or Miss. Yeah.
That I could see totally that.
You can see that. I think
Luigi was Mario's. Oh, so Luigi is Mario's innie.
Oh, Luigi is Mario's innie. Okay.
That makes sense. Because Luigi's just a more timid Mario.
That is brilliant. That makes a lot of sense. I would like a full game of investigator detective Peach.
Oh yeah, that
like a professor. Yeah, and
well, like because
Peach.
you have like the Luigi's Mansion where like Luigi's off on his own adventure and he is like catching ghosts. But like, what if Peach had to like, I don't know, discover mysteries in the Mushroom Kingdom or like figure things out on her
She's
own.
the Columbo of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
She knows who did it. She just has to figure out how to catch them.
Exactly. She could do anything. I think it would be cool to see all three of like or like four, I guess, of the female Mario protagonists come together, of like Pauline and Rosalina and Daisy, and they each have like their own type of skill they bring to the table.
What if it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up?
Oh, that
with
would be cool.
The girlies. Wouldn't
totally
that
see
would
that.
be fantastic?
I would love to see that. Because, I mean, Rosalina, after I saw, like, her potential in Smash, I was just like, yeah, that could totally work. And...
like River New Donk City girls.
oh, yeah. Oh, we have the Detective Junior dialogue here. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't been talking too much about this level just because I don't... as much as we've been spoiling Severance, I don't want to spoil Detective Peach. Like, that would be awful. Yeah, once you play this level once, you know what all the answers are, so I didn't really want to say them out loud, just in case anyone still wants to play this game casually.
Look up.
Look at him go. Detective Peach's
But
outfit is
listen.
definitely a top 10.
How many costumes are there in
10.
this game? 10. Okay, okay.
I realized that after
You
I
almost
said
got
it.
me.
There's, well, I guess if you want to count like the end game ones, I guess there's like, I don't know, 12 or 13 maybe, technically, when she goes like Super Saiyan at the
Oh
end.
yeah, and plus all of the dresses,
The
and the outfits you
dresses,
can buy from
yeah.
the yeah.
Because some of the dresses are cute, like, I like that they have her dress as in like the villain colors. I think that was a very interesting choice. But yeah, this one. Now, it would be so funny on the Switch too, because this is what I thought was going to happen when I played it the first time. Is like they take that picture, right? And I thought like it was taking a picture of me, even though I'm like, the Switch doesn't even have a camera, but they're pointing it like right at you. And so like now that the Switch 2 is gonna have like a camera in place, I'm just thinking of like all the situations you could have where they're like putting you in games and stuff. It'd be funny.
My goodness, like in this situation or an actual Detective Peach game. I don't know who's seen the Switch 2 Direct, but it showed the Mario Party where it had the little camera video feed of their face, so then it would just have your face in a little circle on top of the head of her little assistant.
Yeah, that'd be so funny.
That would be so funny and cute.
We become the junior detective. Alright, they're yapping here. And we know that the Detective Junior guy is a phony. And
Fraud!
we have to do our point.
One more thing, Junior
Point of
Detective.
shame.
Now, my wife, she always had a thing about grapes, and, you know.
Jeez. Well, I mean, like, this game always makes me hungry because you talk about grapes, you talk about peach, you have the cake levels. Like, they got so much fruit going on.
Case closed.
Case closed. Yeah, I had a big salad for lunch. I made a
big
big
salad.
salad. Yeah, big one. Yeah, you know how it goes. And it had, I diced up some sliced fake ham, like vegetarian ham, and I tossed that in there. And you know, if it were any other time, I would have hard boiled some eggs to add in. But you know, I can't afford those.
No. But we're going to be doing some slicing and dicing now because we are in Kung Fu Peach.
Yes!
And we can break through rocks. We're gonna be chopping our way through enemies. And I do like this one. This one's probably the most satisfying to play because you just mash and things break. And that's just really fun.
And I am thinking of, you know, the old Star Trek show, like the original series, where they would get hit with the styrofoam rocks and...
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, again, you know, if you're not familiar with this game, these are stage productions. So it's the rocks aren't real. They're big styrofoam rocks, and
right.
Just, you know.
Everything's on strings.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Something about playing this in reverse order. Some things have come out like super clean. Like we had that rough start on the night level, but ever since then, like some of the stuff I've been doing is stuff that I usually can't do when I'm trying. And I'm just like, wow, that was clean out of nowhere.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, this is like the enemy I was talking about earlier, where he is featured in all the Kung Fu levels, and he just gets stronger and stronger with each time, and now we're seeing like his strongest form, and he's actually tripled himself.
That's not good. That's not good.
No, and we got to face off his orbs. This is the orb level. And yeah, you just have to time your kicks and your punches with the little Sparkle is there. While we do that. And there was actually a time I actually found a soft lock in this fight somehow. Where I happened to move while they were putting me in the animation to move to the next guy. And so it had me facing backwards, and I couldn't kick, like, the orbs back, because it was just, like, confused. And it's like, then why do you let me move around if you're gonna, like, animate me anyway?
Oh no.
It's so bizarre. Alright, last one. I don't know why I thought that said Babby instead of Shabby.
Not too Babby. Are you a little Babby Peach?
Babby Peach.
Oh yeah, Babby Peach. That's already a thing.
Baby
too.
Peach, yeah, Baby Peach is a thing.
Baby Peach is already a thing.
That's fine. And last one. And we got the Mega one.
Yeah.
I think it'd also be really cool. I'm just thinking about more Peach ideas. Is like Painter Peach, where like she can like paint things into existence or something.
Oh, that would be very fun.
And she's wearing like a smock.
Or filmmaker Peach.
Filmmaker.
Director Peach.
Oh yeah,
Get a little megaphone.
adorable. She uses like the clapper as a weapon.
Yeah. Oh, makeup artist Peach.
So cute.
She can use blush as kind of a smoke screen.
It'll be like totally Spies, where like they use like
Oh
the
yeah.
spy tools, like the makeup spy tools and stuff. Like they have
Yeah.
like laser lipstick and all that fun stuff. I think it'd be funny to see a parody game where it's Peach doing like mundane jobs, where it's like now we have accountant Peach, real estate agent Peach.
Grocery store cashier Peach.
Yeah. No, it's like Instacart shopper. Like she just
Instacart
goes,
shopper Peach.
she goes in and she's just like, they wanted what? Oh, they're sold out.
They wanted a box of Cheez-Its. I better go get a block of cheese.
I know. I tried to get around because there was a Pokemon restock near me, and I was like, I wonder if I could just Instacart it, because it says it's still available. And then of course they were out of stock, because Pokemon cards are like impossible to find in today's market. So I was like, darn. And the Instacart shopper just like canceled the order. I was like, well, that's fine. I made a weird request anyway. I'm trying to do the one cycle without audio and seeing if that is even possible. Probably not, but it's worth a try.
It was worth a try.
Oh my gosh! I got the one cycle.
Clap, 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 clap. Everybody clap. Everybody clap.
That's really hard. I only get that like 30% of the time.
And you did it without audio.
And I did it without any audio. That's actually crazy.
Everybody clap now.
Wow, I'm amazed at myself. Well, that's a real exclusive because I don't think I've been able to do that on any of my marathon runs. So that's a Lady Arcaders exclusive for Fashion Week.
Right here for Lady Arcaders Fashion Week. Now, speaking of Lady Arcaders Fashion Week, the original idea was yours to have a fashion showcase evening.
Yes, I had just like, I think it was because they were putting jobs out for Hotfix, and then I was thinking of like, what would be like an interesting Hotfix show? And I'm like, what about like all fashion themed games? And then I was like, told by our friend of the Lady Arcaders, Satan herself, like, she recommended, why not shoot an idea to Lady Arcaders? Like, they do a track mode and stuff, and maybe you could try it out there. And I was like, that sounds great. And here we are. And I'm really happy that it took off. I'm excited for the streams we have today. I'm excited for the stream that's scheduled for Thursday. And then Tuesday, if you're in the Lady Arcaders Discord, we are going to have a fashion night where we're going to go over and discuss all of our favorite costumes and fashions from video games. And I already started putting something together for mine, for all of the outfits I really like. And you can come and hang out and chat with us, or if you want your ideas out there and are a little shy, you can send it to either Peebs or I on Discord, because we are going to be hosting it together, and it'll be really fun. So,
Really excited.
looking
I'm
forward to
gonna
that.
be showing off some stuff, some video
Yeah.
game stuff. You know, I won't share yet, but it'll be great. So
Yeah.
yes, if you are in the private Discord, please, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, join us for a special ladies' night fashion show and tell.
Yeah, it'll be really fun. And there's going to be a common thread with mine. And I think it'll also be a good chance to introduce new games to people, to meet new people, because I personally haven't been in any of the community nights yet. And so I'm excited to hopefully meet some new people and get to have nice conversations. Maybe learn about some new games. And that's what it's all about. Coming together, new games, just community. So fun, so fun. And we're already on our last main level. Can you believe
Oh my
it?
goodness. Oh, I love this outfit.
Yeah, the superhero, Mighty Peach. And then we have the boss level after that. And I will give the warning when we have the flashing lights, because the boss level, I feel like, has some flashing lights going on. And even though it's not too intense, I like to just warn people just in case. But yeah, so this is Mighty Peach. She is definitely one of my favorite outfits. I think Peach and red just looks so good together. I think that's why I think like the Fire Flower outfit is always like a fan favorite with Peach, and like from the original games. But this is just like an even greater version. And the ponytail Peach is also so
Yes. Yeah, this is her. Oh, what's her name? Honey Lemon.
Yeah, Honey Lemon from Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
It's what
Yeah.
it gives me the same vibes. Just like the outfit design.
I would
and
love
like
an
the helmet.
astronaut Peach.
Astronaut Peach would be very cool. I like, yeah, all of these ideas. I mean, it's just like, and this is why, like, I mean, I'm also a Barbie speedrunner, and I like Barbie, and that's why I like Barbie, is that she can be anything. And now I like this idea that they're having Peach be anything. Like, Peach can have like all of these different roles and costumes and do all these different things. And then Mario's a plumber.
Peach is over here, like Dr. Peach, veterinarian Peach.
Oh, yeah.
Horse trainer Peach. You know.
I
Well,
forgot that.
actually, Mario was a doctor.
Yeah, I know. I just realized. I was like, I forgot
Yeah.
about Dr. Mario.
Mario, a race car driver, fighter, MMA fighter,
Engineer Peach.
engineer, yeah.
She can be anything.
Professional wrestler Peach.
I think it would be interesting to do like some sort of animal themed game with like Peach, but like
Yeah,
coming up
craze.
with like new creatures in like the Mushroom Kingdom. Like you have to walk the Goombas or something. Like someone has Goombas as pets and they have to be taken out for like a walk.
Like Nintendogs, but with
Yeah.
the animals of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah. Like the caterpillars and stuff.
Yeah.
I am so bad with names. I feel so bad. I mean, I know what's... I mean, I've been playing Mario games and stuff, but like I'm so bad with names. That's why I couldn't remember EGAD earlier either. I was just
Listen,
like, I see it in my head, but I don't know the name.
these were nothing. This is the only Mario-related game I've ever finished.
Yep.
So,
I think I may have finished New Super Mario Bros. On DS, but that's about it. I tried playing Origami King, and I couldn't finish that. I thought it'd be cool because it has like a similar art style, where it's like everything is like paper. It's like one of the Paper Marios. But I was just so bad. I can't time things.
yeah, I still have trouble. I mean, that's why I mentioned earlier that once I got the parrying rhythm down, it was very satisfying. But yeah, it's hard for me. I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm not a pro gamer.
No, we need Drummer Peach. Teach us how to rhythm, because I didn't learn anything from the Donkey
Cooking-
Konga, where it's like you have the bongos.
Yeah, with the bongos. Jazz Peach.
Yeah. And like just have like a band, like a Mario-esque band.
I would love that.
I feel like with like a Clone Hero being big, they could definitely do like a Mario-themed esque like Guitar Hero.
What is Clone Hero?
Clone Hero is the community where they have like Guitar Hero and like Rock Band stuff like online, and people can make like, custom charts and stuff to like songs. I only know about it because my fiance does stuff. But it's basically like if you don't want to, yeah, if you don't want to play online, or I mean, if you don't have like the Rock Hero game, the Guitar Hero games, the Rock Band games, then you can play online, and you can also create charts for songs. If you ever wanted to play like a certain song, like you can make it yourself, or maybe someone has uploaded it online, and it's all for free, which is really nice. It's all community based. I think they've showcased some like really complicated charts before on GDQ, and that's kind of where we found it.
Okay.
I think they did it for SGDQ 2024, I think, was when they did it. But I can't remember now. No, it had to have been further back than that. Maybe 2023
Thank you very
SGDQ.
much.
Alright, so now we're going on to the boss fight. Just as like a blanket statement, I'll just say like the whole boss fight, put a warning for any sort of flashing lights if you're kind of sensitive to that kind of stuff. Because it can get pretty intense. And I'm going to be mashing a lot. Because that's like the main point of this level. So the boss fight comes in two different parts. We have this first part where the main goal is to just mash as much as possible, avoid getting hit. There will be some times when getting hit is actually fine because you don't want to be moving around too much. And then the second half of the boss fight is you hold down the button and you have to time it just right. But that was pretty good. I just want to take a moment to appreciate not only Peach's new outfit, but also the villain's outfit. Her health bar are literally like the feathers of her outfit, like the dress. Like, I think that's so rad that they like took the costume and made it like part of the health bar. Like, it's so creative. And I love the mask. Like, her whole thing, I think, is that like, I don't know if like her magic comes from the mask or if she is the mask, because like she's all see-through otherwise. Like, she doesn't have any limbs. Like, so I think the mask is the villain. So cool. And I love the purple motifs are really nice.
I just want to eat some grapes.
Yeah.
What's everyone's favorite grape? I like the green ones.
I like the green ones. I know I was always jealous in school when kids had the cotton candy grapes. I don't know if that's like a thing anywhere else, but we have a store that like makes grapes, like actual grapes, cotton candy flavored. Like they're just green grapes and somehow they're infused with cotton candy flavor. And I was always just like, oh, that kid's so lucky got the cotton candy grapes in their lunch.
I know there's a variety now. I mean, when I was a kid, we didn't have no stinking cotton candy grapes. I tell you what. But I like to splurge every so often for those.
Yeah, I mean, I think it became more of a thing when I was high school. I don't even remember, but I was always like, wow, science is amazing. I have cotton candy flavored fruit now. But that's, So yeah, this is the very end of the run where we are going to do this last section of the boss fight. And time will end when the giant orb explodes, and I will make mention of when we're getting close to that. So just like everything else, we have 3 little phases here with the mask cracking. Visually, one of my favorite boss fights. I really think this is neat. Oh, okay, that was round 1. Sometimes I don't even get a chance to like take in like everything that's happening here because it's just so cool and so much is happening all at once. Right, let me just psych her out there so I can come back up here and shoot my lasers. Oh, okay, there we go. That was round 2, and then we're on to the last bit here. And she's gonna shoot some lasers out. And we stay carefully on the right side of the screen. There is like one specific spot I think you can stay in for the majority of the fight and you won't get hit, but I like finding little pockets myself of figuring out like where to go. Like that. Okay, so now that she's done, we're gonna hit like her orb essence or whatever, and once it explodes is when it'll be time. So let's do that real quick. Just let him mash. Super Saiyan Peach. So we got 1, then 2, then 3. And time. And that was Princess Peach Showtime in all of her fantastic outfits. And yeah, the villain had a great outfit too. Everything looked great. Love it. Love theater. Theater always has great costumes. And I'm really happy to have kicked off Lady Arcader's Fashion Week. We have so many great showcases today and Thursday. And I hope to see some friendly, familiar faces at the fashion night that we have on Tuesday. But yeah, so thank you for having me. Thank you, Peeps, for being an amazing host as per usual.
Thank you for running this. I mean, thank you so much for having me as your host. And before we kick it over to intermission, is there anybody you'd like to shout out, like maybe any cutie pies or any, thing?
Anything to shout out? I mean, I'm just, I mean, I technically have a blue sky. I haven't been very active on it, but I'm just around. I'm around in the Discord servers that are like, I'm in Fatel's and I'm in Lady Arcader's. So if you see me, say hi. And I'm trying to stream more, but I don't know how well that's going. But anyway, that's just me. But thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here.